Uno, dos, tres. Welcome, welcome, coaches. We are so excited to be here again to deliver another beautiful training to you. All right. Today, we're going to share with you the 3 ways coaches sell their coaching, right? And why the last one is the only one that will allow you to live out of what you love.
Yeah, this is a very beautiful and powerful session, and we cannot wait anymore. So let's begin. Let me share our mental map because I know that we
Share it.
know. Questo?
No,
Questo?
sì.
We speak Italian. Now, what do we promise you? That today, in this session, in this video, you will discover the difference between selling your time and selling a transformation, and why only one of them, one of the 3 ways the coaches sell, is the one that attracts soulmate clients at $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 per program. Okay. But the very first question is, who are you guys? Why should I keep listening to you? Who are you? Who are we, Juan?
Well, first of all, we are the founder of the Impact Academy. We have tried all the ways that we are going to share with you. We all tried them, and by experience, we understand that the last one is the best one that you can use to use your coaching. And our students are already selling their coaching program in the way that we are going to tell you. Okay. So our students are either full-time coaches or they are transitioning to full-time. All right. Like, for example, Dean. This is a message that Dean sent last week in our community where he was sharing that one of his clients, the first client that he got through our program, right, applying all our methodology, he signed again. If you put a little bit, no,
No,
yeah, like this, okay. And here he was sharing with us one of his victories. One of the clients that he signed the first time are resigning with him for another year, and that is the way that we are going to share with you how you can set in a powerful way your coaching. So I know that you guys are ready, so let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The common mistakes. There are 3 big common mistakes. The first one is that you will train as a coach and not as a business person, not as an entrepreneur.
So this one is not even your fault.
Yeah.
No.
You learn how to coach. You went to coaching schools. You have multiple certifications. And I use the plural here because I know that you have many. One time we met a person that had 10 different certifications. If you can imagine all the money that she spent on those certifications, you probably would have a house today. But nobody ever taught you how to sell your coaching. So you do what your training showed you. You coach, you listen actively, you mirror back, you use all the tools that they teach in coaching schools. But then you end up selling one session at a time because you don't know how to sell. You don't have that business mindset. You don't have that business skills. You don't have the entrepreneurial mindset and skills. And it's not your fault. But the truth is that it's costing you everything in this moment. And this is mistake number 1. Number 2.
You are selling the tool, not the result. So what do I mean with this? A lot of coaches, they try to sell the life coaching, the relationship coaching, right? But we always say the same. People don't wake up at 3 a.m. thinking, oh my God, I need a coach. Right? What they want is a result, how they get out, how to get out of the situation that is frustrating them.
Yeah.
How to make better their relationship with their wife, how to transition to a work that is more aligned with who they are. This is what they are looking for. So if you just sell the life coaching through powerful questions to understand what is your power within, you're just selling the tool. But they are trying to buy the house. So if you're just selling the tool, okay, $10 versus a house. And this is exactly what we are going to teach you to do it today. How to sell the house.
Exactly. And the third mistake is that you think charging more is arrogant. At the same time, you're thinking that charging little is being humble. Who am I to charge $3,000? We hear this a lot from a lot of coaches that we coach and from others that we didn't coach. Because it feels humble again. And it's actually fear in a spiritual costume. Mm-hmm. Saying cheap doesn't make you ethical. It keeps you broke. People that are willing to have life-changing transformations and pay high-ticket premium coaching program are happy to do that because they understand that they understand value. They understand that it's worth it. Not only they understand, but then you will make them understand too. Like you will create your own program so that they will constantly understand, not constantly, but they will right away understand the value of it. Okay. So these are the three common mistakes.
Mm. Now let's go by the ways. What are the ways that commonly coaches start to sell, and what is the way that you should sell? All right. Let's go with number one. Way one is the scatter sessions.
Yeah. Let's see number two, and then we dig deeper in each one. So we say them all first. The second one is coaching packages.
Let's keep the third one at the end so you will understand and you will see the difference. Okay? How about that?
Let's do that. Scatter sessions and coaching packages. Scatter sessions, what does it mean? They are built around what? Whatever the client needs that specific day. Mm-hmm. What do they need? Need to work about money? Usually it comes like this. What do you need from your coach today? So it can be that they had a fight with the husband. Mm-hmm. Or it can be that they have a problem with their finances. They had a disagreement with a colleague. They had a bad nightmare last night and they want to understand it. But there's no progression. There is just what the client needs in that specific moment. And the credibility comes from being a good listener. So you actively listen to what the client needs in a specific moment. You ask powerful questions, exactly. There's no method and no structure. A scatter session, it sells a call when they want. So there is no commitment for either side. There is no journey. There's no real transformation. The price, but they will feel safe. Usually scatter sessions, tier one put $200, but $200 feels even a little bit high. I'm quite sure that coaches out there do not charge too high. Maybe there are some, but usually what feels safe, it's around $50, $60, $70 per session. The client buys 1 hour of questions, of listening, and it is very generic. Why is it generic? Because anyone can offer this. Any coach. So you become a generic coach because any certified coach can give scatter sessions on random topic that the client needs that day.
And I believe that even though you start to specialize, let's say you become a relationship coach, but you are still offering this kind of scattered sessions, and there's not like what Nick was saying, a progression, a journey, all these elements is going to be the same. And you won't end up changing anybody's life. You don't have testimonials, so you will be never able to sell more and more coaching and elevate your impact, but also your prices, right?
So yeah. Sorry to say it, but scatter sessions are a trap. Why? Because to make $3,000, you need 30 sessions a month. And this is not a business. That's definitely not the definition of a business. This is the worst paid job of your life. Besides this month you might have $3,000. Next month you might not have $3,000. There's no repeatability, continuity, It's frustrating for you and the client. So it's a trap.
The worst way that you can sell your coaching is by hour. That is the worst thing that you can do for yourself and for the business. So let's go to way number 2, coaching packages, all right? So I am sure that you are very familiar with the scatter sessions and the coaching packages, because this is how they teach you to sell, to start to sell in the coaching certifications. Are you okay? In the coaching certifications that you pay like $5,000, right? And that they don't even teach you how to properly and how in a sustainable way and in a scalable way that you can sell your coaching. All right. So coaching packages, they are built around the coach time. What does it mean? So for example, you put like 10 sessions together, right? So this is what you're going to sell. So 10 sessions together, if you sell at 100, let's say it's going to be 1,000. Now, the thing is that coaches are very interesting in this case. And they say like, okay, because I'm going to sell more, I'm going to make it cheaper. So they end up like doing it like for, let's say, $500, right? So let's keep going. The credibility here comes from certifications plus coaching hours, right? So you see the coaching saying like, I have 1,000, 3,000 hours on like coaching experience. Well, don't care about that. Look, I've been coaching for 4 years. In 2022, I started to coach. In 2021, I started to become a coach, but I started to actually coach in 2022. In these 4 years, just one person asked me about my certification.
And it was my wife. No, it wasn't me.
People normally they don't ask certification. But we believe that credibility comes from it. The market makes us believe that credibility, that the more certifications you have, the more credible you will be. No. The credibility comes from your results as a coach. So the coaching packages end up selling access to you in a bundle of scattered sessions, right? So now people won't have access to you just one time. They're going to have access to you 10 times. But again, most of the time, these coaching packages, sometimes they don't even have a specific niche. Sometimes they don't have a specific topic. So they are very confusing. And the price end up reflecting just the hours, not the outcomes. So if you're going to work with us, okay, 5 hours, our hour is 300, 1,500. This is our agreement. And you're going to pay me 1,500. So you are not selling an outcome. You are selling your time. Again, you end up in the same trap as the first one. You are just selling by hours. Because, yeah, go ahead. The client just buy a quantity of sessions with you. That's it. So these coaching packages end up being, again, very scattered and very generic. There is no specific result that you can promise to your clients. You can just promise that they will have access to you 5 times, 10 times in the next 3 or 6 months, however you sell. So why this is still a trap is because a package is just another fancy name to put to scatter sessions. And because they buy you more sessions than one, you end up giving discount. So the problem of selling the coaching, either scatter sessions or coaching packages, is that you will end up eventually making a ceiling. You end up having a ceiling on how much you can charge. Especially at the beginning, when you just have your coaching certification and maybe you have some experience, I am sure that you are not going to be able, because of your own limiting beliefs, to charge 300 right away.
Wow.
Per hour, right? So you have a ceiling automatically. Because let's say like, okay, 300, let's say that you do it 300 and then you say like a coaching package of 10 sessions. That is your ceiling, 3,000 or 5,000. With the way that we are about to share with you, the third way, you can charge even $10,000. Okay? And this is not what we are saying, it's the market.
The results of people, about the coaches.
So how is it, please, Michelina, share with
The
us.
third way is the soul program. What is the soul program?
A soul program is the integration of your coaching skills, but also with your lived experience, with your scars, with an experience that really define you as a human being. And today you use that experience to help others that are passing through the same situation. That is a soul program. What a beautiful vision to put at the service of others your own experience. That is fantastic.
It is.
And I love my work because of this.
The soul program is obviously built around the client transformations because you take them from point A to point B. Mm-hmm. And also, as Juan said, the client transformation was your own transformation because it's connected to your own lived experiences. We always say that God, the universe, however you want to call it, life, gave you experiences, also that you could heal them and put it in a suitcase and just keep it there. But to give it back to serve others. And I know that if you're watching this video, it's because you believe in this too. And for our soul program, the credibility comes from lived experiences. Mm-hmm. Why should they trust you? Because you lived it. Mm-hmm. You have experienced it. And we were talking just this morning with Juan about this thing because I often ask Juan, what do you think? I'm a coach, so I like to ask a lot of questions. And I ask a lot of questions too, my husband too. And ask him, what do you think it is that makes us different from all the business coaches up there? What did you say?
I said that we have actually passed through that we are actually coaches. We are not a marketing experts. We have learned a lot about it because we have studied, but our core is coaches. Coaches who want to help people. And that when we started our journey to start to sell our coaching, we found all these problems, all these challenges. We were about to give up so many times, right? But because we found a way, now our mission is to help people like you.
Exactly. It's where our credibility comes from. Yeah. Our soul program is based on our own lived experiences as coaches and as entrepreneurs, both of them. A soul program sells what? A specific journey. Because it's structured. You will take your clients from point A to point B. Vicky, is that leading my client? As a coach, I cannot lead clients. That's not leading your client. It's taking your client hand in hand and walking with them the steps of a journey that you have already walked. So you're not going to tell them this is what you're going to feel in session 7. Mm-hmm. So when coaches schools say that you should not lead the client, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't walk hand in hand with them. Should not make them feel in a specific way. The price reflects what?
Outcomes.
Okay.
Because that is a transformation that you promise the client that like your program is going to give them. And this is what it sells. This is what why you can pass through selling session by session for $200, $100 to actually charge 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, right? Or start from 2,000 that is completely fine, right? And this is powerful. This is a way that you sell your coaching that is going to be actually sustainable for you. And soon we are going to give you the maths behind that.
Yeah. And the clients, they buy a result. They buy an experience with you, again, because they trust you. They believe in you. And the soul program is very human. Because again, it's connected with your soul, with your scars, with your healings. And therefore, they are connected with the souls and the scars and the healings of the people that you serve. And it's also very structured. So it's definitely not generic. Okay. You already know the journey. The clients knows the journey. The clients know the journey too. They might not know exactly how to be on step 7 when they're in step 1, but they understand it. They know it will happen. They know what the outcome is. They know what point B is. Why does all of this work?
Again, because you are not setting time, you are setting a destination, you are setting an outcome, a result, a transformation, however you want to call it, right? Because your story is your authority. And that this is why your prices can go from $2,000 to $5,000 to start to begin with. Okay. And it's not because you just give more hours of work. Look, coaches, we have a beautiful gift. And this is actually an unfair advantage that you're not using. You know, and I am pretty sure that there's a lot of info products in the market, right? You can go right now, search how I can become a better husband, right? And find a program that you pay $997 and you have all right away in your email, right?
Yeah.
Here is the thing. The market is changing, is evolving because the part of here that Miki was saying, clients buy the experience, right? People buy that experience of being with you, being coached by you. Because programs itself, they are not having the same result as if you are there as a coach, asking the questions, giving accountability and all these things. This is an advantage that I really hope that you start to use right away.
Yeah. I would also add that not only experiences you were talking, but also the word implementation.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, because everybody can buy an online course and do it by myself, and I by themselves. And I'm quite sure that we all bought online courses, and I'm also quite positive, 95% positive, that we all will finish it. Because this is what happens.
Yeah.
This is what happens because you think that you're gonna fix that problem, but you actually don't, because what you need is that experience, someone that has walked that path.
Yeah.
Totally. That implements it with you in your life.
Totally.
And to make maths?
Yeah. And we're going to make it very simple math, so like it's easy for me to explain. I'm not very good at math, but let's try. Let's say that you want to make $5,000 per month. If you are going to sell a scatter session, that means that you need to sell at least 50 sessions at 100. Okay. And of course, if you sell to 200, it's going to be less. It's going to be, I think, 25, right? If you are going to sell coaching packages, then let's say that you are going to sell from like 500, you need to sell 10. Right? Now, if you create a beautiful soul program, right, that you can sell premium, you can sell it starting from 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, right? And let's say for the easy of the math, that you sell at 2,500. You just need 2 clients and you get to 5,000. And this is, the money is not the only advantage. Also operationally, think about how much sessions you need to deliver if you sell like 50 sessions at 100. How many clients? Let's say that you don't have 50 different clients, right? Let's say you have 25 clients.
Yeah, but it's still 50 hours of work.
Yeah. How many times you need to coach per week? The same comes in terms of the coaching packages, right? How many times do you need to coach these 10 people? 10 hours per week. As if you start to set a soul program for 2,500, you need to coach 2 people, right? So this is the beautiful also in terms of operation. So here is the truth. You have 2 options, my dear friend. Just 2.
Yeah.
If you are in the like selling your coaching in the way 1 or 2, you have 2 real choices right now. Number 1, you keep doing what you are doing, right? You add more hours to your work, you keep selling low, and you will end up burning out. And unfortunately, most of you will end up quitting coaching because you won't be able to make it sustainable and you will not be able to scale it.
Yeah.
All right.
I once read that we can check it out, the exact number, but I think it's around 9% of certified coaches never become full-time coaches, never make a living out of coaching, therefore eventually quit. Yeah. What's the second way?
The second way, the second option that you have right now is like, okay, I will stop selling my time and I will start to sell transformation. I will build my soul program and I will be able to live out of what I love to do. Open.
The smile.
Yeah. Because you need to understand, my dear coach, that this is not a talent program. This is not that you are a terrible coach or that you don't have the skills to ask questions, to listen, or like to be there, or maybe if your coaching approach is also like giving some feedback, right? Your problem is an architecture problem. An architecture is the most fixable thing that you can have in your business. This is why we have a beautiful news for you today. If you are ready to choose option 2, you're ready? We are going to share with you a mini training. A mini training in which you are going to learn the 3 mistakes keeping your coaches stuck at selling the session. We're going to teach you what is a SAL program and how to start to build that program, the first steps you need in order to start to build and to create that program. And we are also going to share with you why, for example, one of our students, Amy, she's able to close clients for $2,000 living in Peru.
With few followers. Right now she has 1,200 followers.
Yeah. But when she started to sell her coaching at $2,000, that it was almost 1 year ago, she didn't have followers.
Yeah.
Now she's slowly growing, and that's beautiful. But in that moment, she did. So we will tell you how she did it exactly step by step, all right? So how to get access to this mini training is very simple. You are going to comment the word soul below, and we will send it to you.
Yeah. We are looking forward to sending it to you and to seeing your soul program, because we love to connect with you. So keep DMing us, send us messages on IG. You find us at the Impact Academy. We love to connect with you, and we'll see you next time.
Enjoy the mini training and see you soon. Ciao, ciao.